Greetings everyone, and welcome back to our Adventurous Minecraft Adventures. Last time we were here, we came back from the trial chambers, and we, brought back stuff, and now I have a couple things in my inventory I'll show you in just a moment, but I've actually cleared this out. These are just empty bundles now. I've organized the chests a bit. There's still sort of, a huge mess, because they're all getting, full, and it's going to be hard to find stuff, but at least stuff is sorted into areas where you can at least figure out where it is now. A big issue that we're having when it comes to, organization is this one. As you can see, we have all this, but I thought this was funny. We have waxed, oxidized, cut copper stairs. I'm pretty sure that's the longest item name in Minecraft, right? Unless it's something else, but I know it's something like that. That's very long. So I just thought that was funny, but I'm gonna put that in here now. Then we also have 2 eggs to throw, an enchanted book of mending, and an enchanted book of impaling 5. I actually don't know why I held on to those. Oh, hi! Didn't mean to do that, but you remind me of our next thing that we're going to be doing this episode. Someone in the comments section a couple episodes ago asked me to build a chick, baby chicken statue. Oh, no, 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 no. Nice try. And we will be doing that, maybe not this episode, but we started preparing for it last episode, and hopefully we'll be able to get it done soon. Wow, this is still a lot of chickens. But what I want to do is, we have the concrete in there, but we need brown, and for that we need to find cocoa beans, because we don't have any, which means we're going to need to go to the jungle. And I don't know where to find a jungle, so I have a couple of plans for that. But first of all, we have an advancement to make. No, 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 guys, stay in there. Okay, fine. You know what? Some of you can escape, that's fine. I'm just leaving. So what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, so put these away. Yeah, let's use this chest maybe for something new. For now, let's just go ahead and put it here and put our enchanted books in there. Then we'll put the other chest away with the other chests in here. So yeah, as you can see, we have no jungle anything in here. But that's our goal, is to get some this episode. But first of all, we have in here some pottery sherds. We have Scrape, Guster, and Flow. So let's get these out, because there's an advancement for, I believe, where is it? Somewhere in here. Aha! Make a decorated pot out of 4 pottery sherds. Careful restoration. So which ones do we want to use? I think we want to use Scrape, Guster, Flow, and another Scrape. There we go. Decorated pot. We got it! Careful restoration! Now we can get that. If we do this, it breaks into these, which means that we would have to recraft them, which is cool to sort of, you can take them apart like that. But where do we want to put this decorated pot? Let's put it here, maybe? And what's fancy about these, I mean, first of all, actually, let's put it in the middle so we can admire all sides. So we've got an axe. That's probably Scrape, Guster, Scrape, Flow. Okay, interesting. And can we place it different orientations? Yes, we can. I like this one. But you can put things inside. Only one item, or one type of item, can go inside each. And then the only way to get it out, really, is to break it. So, you do that, and you'd never guess that was in there until you do that, and you get some bread out. You can also stick your sword in there and be like, oh no, my sword's gone, but nope, it's just right here. Okay, and wow, it's nighttime again. We slept when we were, putting stuff away, but now we're sleeping again. So, now what are we going to be doing? Well, let's put away the other pottery sherds. I also put the banner pattern in here, so we'll do something with that at some point. But then, what do we want to do? Well, ooh, Minecraft. The song is playing. Fun. So, where could we find a jungle? Well, I suppose we probably want to go get geared up really quickly. And then I thought we might take the Happy Ghast, because we haven't really gone anywhere with our trusty Happy Ghast. But we want to make sure we're prepared. So, they like snowballs, right? In case we need to lure them, let's bring some snowballs. We still haven't named our Happy Ghast. If you have any names for him or her, please do let me know. First of all, what we're going to grab? Boat. Here we go. And then we also probably want a lead. Do we have any leads? I really hope so. We don't have any leads, do we? That's another thing we need to do, is get to a swamp and get some leads. Because apparently we don't have any. Wait. Wait, then how do we have the Happy Ghast tied down? What? with a lead. So we do have leads? I'm confused. Where did we put them? Did we only have one? I guess we could use the one that's there, but... Oh, is it in here somewhere? No. Where do we put it? Not in here. Not sure why it would be. Not in here. It would really only make sense for it to be in here. Am I just completely overlooking it? No, it's not in here. Nor is it in here, I think. I guess we only have the one? Weird. Should we take our happy ghast? I don't know, it seems a bit dangerous. Like, what happens if we lose the happy ghast? But I don't know, what's the point in having a happy ghast if you don't ride him or her around sometimes? Please, we need a name for the happy ghast. Please do let me know what you think we should name the happy ghast. But here we go, into here. We built this in a little enclosure a couple of episodes ago. Let's grab this, and you come down here, okay? Come on. No, come down here. Come on. Oh, right. Snowballs. This should work, right? No. Get back in here. Get back in here. Yeah, here we go. Yes. Good job. No. I didn't mean to do that. No. I wanted to remove the lead. Actually, wait. We probably shouldn't eat some bread. Hold on. And then move the bread, because we're going to need multiple slots in our inventory. Come on. Come on. Yes, come to the ground. Come to me. No. Why? This shouldn't be this difficult. Okay. Down here we go. Okay. Okay, we're on you. Nice. Now all we have to do is pick the lead back up. Nice. Back up a bit. I guess we don't have to close the hatch there. Now we just don't actually, if we do dismount, look, it does this. We can just stand on you. It's excellent. But where do we want to go? Now, obviously, happy ghasts don't travel too fast, but they can go high enough up that we can hopefully get a good view of where there might be some jungles nearby. Ooh, this is an interesting sound. We also have to get you back safely home. Don't want to go too far, I just want to get a high vantage point. Then we'll actually go there on foot or use our boat. But yeah, please do let me know any name suggestions that you have for this happy ghast, because I would really love to hear them. Of course, you know, we need to name our lovely happy ghast, but we don't know what to name him or her. You can choose. Okay, let's go this way a bit. We'll check maybe over the mountain. So, yeah, it's quite peaceful here, but also a little slow. I wish they'd made the happy ghast a bit faster. I mean, we can see our speed here, I think. Absolute velocity is 3.611 meters per second. Here we go. We can do this, and now our horizontal velocity is a bit closer to our absolute velocity, which is important. But of course, we can make our absolute velocity... Wait, slower? But our horizontal... Wait, why does pressing the jump button make us faster? Oh, I see. So our going upwards doesn't make us go forward any slower. Okay, good to know. So... yeah, but if we fell now, it might be difficult. We might not ever see our happy ghast again, and... I guess we would fall in the water and we'd be fine, but it'd be difficult to find that happy ghast again. So let's just not fall off. If we go too high, our render distance will work against us, and rather than having a better vantage point, we'll have a worse one because we'll be too far away from the ground. So like maybe a bit above cloud level will be nice, but beyond that, not seeing much in terms of like a jungle, perhaps. Guess we'll keep going this way, and I'll be back when we see anything interesting. Maybe I'll do a bit of a time-lapse. Here, wait, let's move our field. That way that's out of the way. And I guess we'll do a bit of a time-lapse. Okay, so we've traveled pretty far. Can't see our house anymore. But, I don't know. I feel like we've been to that village before, haven't we? Yeah, that one looks a bit familiar. Maybe we want to correct our course to go this way a bit more. If it becomes nighttime, I'm not that worried, because we shouldn't see any phantoms, because we've been sleeping, like we just slept last night. And we're far enough in the ground, monsters shouldn't be able to hurt us, so we can just fly back home when we're done. But I guess we'll do another time lapse, and I'll be back. Okay, I believe we've been in this village before. It's becoming nighttime. But yeah, I think we've been here before. I don't know if we want to change our course again. Maybe head a bit more this way. I don't know. We're not finding much. Wait. No, okay, no, never mind. Those are more spruce trees over there. We really need to find a jungle. We should have brought a map, maybe. That would have been useful. Oh, there's a ruined portal there. I don't think we found that. Possible that's new, and if so, that's promising. We're not going to get it now, but maybe when we come back here, hopefully to go to a jungle, we'll get it. So, as night falls, we will continue. Okay, we're seeing some really interesting terrain up here. First of all, we've got this big, like, cave area thing. Another ruined portal there. This area with, like, a big body of water. I feel like even though we haven't seen a jungle, there's more stuff over there, though. We might want to turn back, simply because we've seen enough that to know that, like, this is uncharted territory that we could find some cool stuff in. But flying it all the way to till we find jungle and then flying back home is going to take a lot more time than just coming out here with the boat now and hopefully finding a jungle from there. With that being said, which way is home is the question. I believe home is like this way, but that remains to be seen. It seems as if this is our Z coordinate and this is our Y or X coordinate. We want our Z coordinate to go down a lot, I think. But I don't remember our X coordinate. I think I have coordinates to our house. So let me just... that's scary. Hold on. I'll be back. Okay, we're back. I have the coordinates pulled up for our house. They are as follows. 921... 95, which is irrelevant, really, that's just the Y coordinate, and then 1462. Wow, so we traveled far. But I am correct that our Z coordinate needs to change a lot more than our X coordinate, so I'm guessing this is a good direction to travel, but let's travel this direction for a couple of minutes, and then we'll see where we stand. Okay, so I'd like to make a note here. We're actually coming up on what looks to be an ocean monument down there. Don't want to go too close, but I do want to get a screenshot of our coordinates. Wait a second. Wait, we're going the wrong way in the Z direction? We're going definitely the wrong way. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Hold on. I thought this was towards positive X. We want negative X and negative Z. We're going in the opposite direction as I'm so confused. Okay, but let's go ahead and get a screenshot of our coordinates here. There we go. And then we're going to head in the actually correct direction this time. That sounds pretty nice. Like the opposite way as we were going. This looks good, yeah. Also, quick note before we do look at time-lapse again, I want to apologize that this video is probably, well, definitely going out late. Hopefully still the correct day, but I've been busy the past few days, and so I didn't have this video done in time, so hopefully it'll go out not too late, but I'm sorry if I kept you waiting and you were like, where's the Minecraft video? Or maybe you just didn't notice. Either way. Okay, so yeah, this looks like a good direction. I will be back as the sun rises. Da-da-dun! Okay, as we pass over some interesting terrain and a village here, let's just do one more double check just to ensure we're actually going the right direction. It looks like we still do have quite a ways to go, but we are going the right way. So I'll be back. Okay, this is looking promising. We seem to be getting closer to home. That cherry biome looks remarkably familiar. We only have a couple hundred more blocks to go. We actually do need to go further this way. So I think our house is actually going to be right there. Now, my only question is, so yeah, I believe we did go, like, this way, and then we turned that way, and then we came back this way, is I believe how we went. Now we just need to figure out, yep, there we are, there's our house, but we need to figure out how to navigate the rivers to get back there. Whether that'll happen this episode or not, I don't know. I would like it to. I really don't know how long this episode's going to be, though, because I've been recording for 38 minutes. 39 now, but, there was, like, maybe even, like, 15 minutes of that was me organizing stuff before the episode, and then a lot of what was actually going to be footage is going to be super sped up because it's going to be a time-lapse. So I think we still do have a good amount of time left to maybe start our journey. But first we've got to, you know, bring our trusty Happy Ghast back. Hopefully, since we've used our Happy Ghast so much this episode, but he or she deserves a name. We need to name our Happy Ghast. So if you have any name ideas, please do let me know in the comments. I do read every comment I receive. Like, I don't think I've ever not read a comment. Of course, if I had not read a comment, I probably wouldn't realize it, but, like, I read your comments, and usually quickly after you post them. Not always, but, you know, I'm not gonna just, like, you know, ignore it. So if you give a name suggestion, I will definitely read it, and, you know, the Happy Ghast could be named your name suggestion. Wouldn't that be cool? Maybe? I don't know. But yes, please do suggest your names. They can be silly and weird, or they can be, you know, actually, you know, normal names for a Happy Ghast, you know, like you'd name your real life Happy Ghast, if that was how real life worked. I mean, wouldn't that be cool if you could just get a Happy Ghast in real life and just, like, ride it around the skies with no seatbelts and very easy to fall off? I mean, maybe not that part, but, like, I don't know, I think that'd be fun if you could just, like, have a pet that you could just ride around in the sky. Like, I don't know, there aren't really any animals that actually exist that you can just ride in the sky. Did I say there aren't many? I meant there aren't any. I cannot think of any. And I'm pretty sure that's because they don't exist. But, like, I don't know, that'd be cool. Probably because they, you know, animals are able to fly. Animals that can fly are able to fly because they're lightweight enough, and putting a human on their back wouldn't exactly make them very lightweight. But, like, I don't know. Anyway, let's head back into here. We're not going to be taking our Happy Ghast on our boat journey, obviously. That would be a bit dangerous. But let's pull out our lead and get ready. We're going to have to dismount once we're near the ground, and then quickly attach our Happy Ghast to the fence post using the lead. Let's come in quickly now. Got to carefully land in there, though. It's going to be a bit difficult to see. I like this enclosure because it's like, first of all, the mobs won't attack the happy ghast unless we're writing it. But also it's like, you know, it keeps it confined to a certain area and keeps it sort of safe, but at the same time, it can still have freedom because, you know, it can fly, so it can't get too far away, but it can still, you know, float around above this and, you know, still be basically just outside while still having a bit of protection and having, you know, a building to be in and stuff. Okay, ready? I'm going to do that and that. And there we go. Excellent. Thank you, Mr. or Miss Happy Ghast. We will give you a name, presumably at a later time, hopefully. Please let me know your name suggestions in the comments. But anyway, now that we're back home, let's go ahead and prepare for departure. Hold on, I need to go in here, and then I need to dismiss the, you know, coordinates from my other monitor, so give me just a moment. And there it goes. They are gone. So, nice. Now, what do we want to do? Let's just put this concrete in here for now, and hopefully not forget we put it there. Snowballs can go away into here, and then we have our shield that we can re-equip. We have our boat. Anything else that we might need, let's get our stack of potatoes that we finished cooking while I was organizing things, and then let's get going. Without further ado, this obviously will not be a one-episode journey, especially since, like, probably at least half of this episode is, you know, done. I really don't know how long this is going to end up being, because, like, normally I can go over and look at OBS and see how long I've been recording, and, you know, that way, basically, roughly figure out how long most episodes are going to be. But with this one, with, like, some time at the beginning that's going to be completely cut out, because it's just organizing stuff, plus, you know, a couple of failed intros where I was like, welcome back to our playthrough of, even though it's just Adventurous Minecraft Adventures, and then, you know, I finally got it right, and then realized, wait, no, I'm supposed to organize stuff. And then, you know, I actually organize stuff, and then we have stuff that's going to be sped up, so I have no clue how long this is going to be. I mean, I haven't even been recording for 45 minutes yet, so it's not half an hour yet, I don't think. Oh, also, is it becoming nighttime again? It is. Let's go sleep before that happens, because I don't really like the idea of it becoming nighttime right as we're going to start doing things. So let's go sleep, and then we'll be back to go on a journey. Okay, we're back here on the water, so it's daytime. We've got a long journey ahead of us. But yeah, this is sort of what I mean when I say, like, you know, any suggestions for things we could do. Like, you know, someone in the comments suggested that we should build a statue of a chicken, like a baby chicken, a chick. I assume that's what they meant, and we shouldn't, you know, they didn't mean, like, just spawn a baby chicken, because we've done that a lot. But, you know, like, they suggested that, and now we're going on a multi-episode journey to do that. And while it's not, like, or the goal of the series is to get all the advancements, obviously, but just because something doesn't necessarily directly lead to us getting an advancement doesn't mean it's not a worthwhile thing to do. Like, oh, Nautilus! Fun! That's cool! Hello. I don't remember how we do anything with you, but I did not... I haven't seen any of those in Minecraft yet. That's cool. Hi. I don't remember how to tame you, or, you know, I think we need a saddle or something, so we're not going to do, like, tame you right now, but it's good to know. Like, in this kelp here, we can remember that there are Nautiluses. Okay. Like, just because this won't necessarily directly lead to any advancements doesn't mean it's not worthwhile. For one thing, it's just a fun thing to do, and the actual goal of the series is to have fun, and just doing all the advancements is a way to make sure we try to experience as much of the game's, like, content as possible. But also, like, well, it doesn't necessarily lead to us getting an advancement, it still progresses us through the game. Like, at some point when we're getting advancements or just, you know, doing stuff, let's get some iron here, we are going to want to have brown dye, and we don't have any brown dye right now, so we're going to get brown dye as a result of this project. But it's also, you know, going to help us progress through... Oh, I was going to make a map, dang it! Oh well. I'm not going back again. But, you know, now we'll have brown dye that we can use for other things as well. Okay, so where are we going exactly? I'm not entirely sure. Can't tell if this is uncharted territory or not. We're coming up to a bit of a barrier, and whoa. Didn't know that could spawn that way. But apparently it can. Oh wait, is this a trail ruins? No, no way that's what this is. Isn't that what they're called? Like, trail ruins? It is! No way, that's crazy! I would have just completely overlooked this if there wasn't, like, this weird clay here. Okay, we don't have a brush with this, but if you don't know what that is, that's like basically a buried structure full of, like this right here, suspicious gravel, where you can find all sorts of cool things. It's crazy that we just found this, and so close to home, too. Oops. Yeah, definitely take a screenshot of those coordinates. We need to come do this soon. We need to not forget that this is here, but we do have other objectives. After we build the chicken, we definitely want to, go strip mining, because that's an important priority to have, because we're running out of, you know, diamonds very quickly, and our diamond stuff is starting to break, so we definitely need more of that. And at this point, we've reached a dead end of the river, so I'm not really sure where we're supposed to be going. So let's... Oh, map would be so useful. You know what? I feel like we might want to head back. Like, if we go up here and things aren't looking promising, we're going to go back, get a map, grab a brush, maybe come do the trail ruins, but I know those can take a while to, you know, explore. So, I don't know. Like, we'll run for a little bit longer, see if we can find some sort of river, and if that doesn't work, we will unfortunately have to head back, and, you know, probably come back and do this next episode when we are more prepared. We have a map, we'll have a brush, although maybe not a brush, because, again, like I said, trail ruins can take a while, and we have other things to do before that. Whoa, this is this area. Not at all what I was looking for. Okay, I will have to probably look back through this episode's footage, because we saw some promising stuff. I just don't remember which way we went to see that promising stuff. Unless it was, like, this way? We're here? Oops. Ow. But, I don't know. It could have been over here, or it could have been a completely different area. I don't really remember. Okay, this is just where we came from. And I think it's unfortunately where we will have to head back now, because... I mean, maybe we'll try a different direction? But I don't know. But hey, you know what? At least we found a trail ruins. Because you can get some cool stuff. We could get some pottery shards from this if we needed to do that advancement that we already did earlier this episode. Or, I mean, even if we didn't, we can get some still, like, cool pots and stuff. But, you know, also, besides that, you can get, like, cool stuff. You can find diamonds in there, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's rare, but, like, you can get some really cool loot from those. So you have to explore diligently and carefully, because otherwise you'll break the suspicious gravel and not get anything out of it. But let's go and see which direction do we want to go. I want to at least figure out which way we were going that didn't immediately lead to a dead end. Was it this way? Maybe it was this way. Because home's just right back that way. So it almost has to be this way. I feel like we don't go this way too often. But at the same time, we might have gone here before. I don't really remember. I mean, luckily, we'll have some very nice time-lapse footage to be able to see where we want to go in the next episode, but who knows, this might be it. Except it's curving back the way we came, which could be a good or a bad sign. It's just a sign for now, but we can't really know what it means. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see much. Except, wow, lots of other ways to go. What do you know? That way is just going to lead back to where we came from. This way... Or let's try this way, because it's wider, so it might be less likely to lead to a dead end. I don't know. Wow, there's definitely a lush cave under there, because, I mean, look at that tree. If you don't know, that tree means dig straight down and you will die. Because it's very dangerous to dig straight down. You should never do that. But if you don't die, you'll find a lush cave. Or, you know, if you dig down safely. Okay, this is looking a bit more like what we saw, I think. Maybe. But I'm not entirely sure. Okay, that's back toward home. Maybe this way is the way we want? I don't know. We'll go for a little further. It's like, we probably should head back, but like, what if we go just a little further and maybe find something cool? But like, eventually, yeah, we're gonna lead back to the open ocean. Unless this is what we were looking at before with the ocean monument. But I don't think it was. Then again, this does look a bit familiar. But I'm pretty sure that was a lot further away from home than this. Hey, more Nautiluses, that's cool. And a dolphin. Oh, wait. We've been there before. I don't think that's where we started. No, that's definitely not where we started. But we've been to this area before, I think. I think we can probably sail home by going this way and going around, and it'll... Wait. Wait a second. Wait, there's an acacia biome here. What? Okay, now I'm confused. This looks like the biome where we, like, spawned at, because if you don't know, spawn was way that way, right? Yeah, spawn was way that... I guess that's it, maybe? But that doesn't make any sense, because it's supposed to be, like, separated from where we live by a large ocean. Oh, no, wait, I remember this island. Okay, I think I know what's going on now. We go this way, we go through that area of water, we turn to the left, and we'll end up back near home, right? Let's hope that's correct. We have explored this island briefly, I believe. Yeah, we have an acacia biome here. Like, I feel like we've been to a jungle biome. Like, I feel like there was a small one that we've been to before in this series. But I might be wrong. I might be thinking of something else. I don't know. That's why a map would be so useful, because we can just look on the map and see what the nearby biomes are, so we can see if there's a small jungle there, without having to actually manually visit everything. Obviously, we still have to visit near things to make them appear, like, to fill out the map. But, like, you know... Okay, yes, this is our home, back here. And that over there might be where... Yeah, that's where we came from. That is where spawn is. But I believe our home is... Oh, well, yeah, there's the giant thing. But we don't want to head straight there. We want to head here. Oh, somewhere along the shoreline, there's a way where we can enter into sort of like an area that'll get us very close to home. And it's raining, too. Okay, we're going to have to be careful when we head back home. And... Oh, no, there's a bee out here again. Okay, we don't have time to help you, buddy. I'm sure you'll find your way home, but why does that keep happening? Bees just randomly appearing in the middle of the ocean. Okay, geez, this is stressful. Let's get back quickly. Get home. And then next episode, we'll get our map. We'll probably leave the brush at home. But we'll get our map, and we'll go ahead and start our journey onwards toward hopefully a jungle biome of some sorts. If we really can't find anything this way, we could always head back towards spawn and take our boat and go just like the opposite direction, get as far away from here as we can. Maybe this area is cursed with the they have like the curse of binding and the curse of vanishing for armor. Maybe they have the curse of no jungle biomes for, large sections of land. You just get like a really big enchanting table. You just like several thousand block, several thousand block by several thousand block square enchanting table, and then you just like put the giant square of land on it and apply the curse. Or I guess if it's already land, then you can't really do a curse of... Oh, hi, witch. Okay. Whoa! That really scared me. And that guy might be trying to kill me now, so let's go inside. Uh-oh, what was that? Oh, hi. Whoa, it's not even that scary. Like, come on. We know this area. We have armor. We have weapons. Everything should be fine. Why are we so scared? I don't know. But it's sort of scary. Okay, quickly sleep. But I guess if the land's already generated, then you can't really apply an enchantment to, change what biomes it can generate, because it's already generated all the biomes that it will. So I don't even know what I'm talking about. That's just a really weird concept to think about. Let's go ahead and put away this. Melt this one raw iron. And I'll thank you all for watching this episode of our Adventurous Minecraft Adventures. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider giving this video a like and comment your thoughts in the comment section. Please, give me a name for the Happy Ghast. What should we name the Happy Ghast? Right out there. And also male or female, you get to decide, because... you know, that's Minecraft. But also, the playlist is on the screen right now if you want to see past or future episodes, and I highly recommend you check them out. They've been a lot of fun. And also, please consider subscribing to see more videos. If you got this far in the video and enjoyed it, I really appreciate it if you subscribe. It'll help the channel a lot. You get to see, you know, our other series that we have going on. You can check those out by going to the channel, and we have, like, nice little playlists for everything, so you can find it easily. So, yeah, you should check that out. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Farewell. I forgot we had this room. Also, don't forget to subscribe!